On the N class, the N432. Different with the N class we have now. Now, I'm not an expert on steam, but I know a few things what a few controls do. That's the throttle handle. Throttle handle. I know that's the throttle. I'll put my bag on the seat quick because I'll just show it. I can't get onto the seat. That's an oil burner. Because some will convert to oil, this is an oil burner. Now this is the brake. I'm not sure what brake it is. One of them's the independent and one of them's the carriage. But sometimes when you want to do a motor, you have to put the brake like that, and then it'll put the brake on like that. If you throw it right back, because they mostly brake on. But normally, yeah, there's a lever behind you. Yeah, to put the brake on when you're stopping. Normally, you put it by notches. And then release it like this, and you'll just throttle the brake, and then you pull right down to stop, and then when you stop, you put the brake right round. So that would be carriage brake, I would believe. That's actually the whistle cord, I believe. That would be carriage brake, I would believe. There's the handbrake. Oh no, that's not the hand. That's the reverser. I'm pretty sure. I know that's a brake of some sort. You release like that and you pull the throttle lever, and it'll start moving. But now I'm going to move on to another locomotive. But the way you do it, you'd pull that brake off, move the throttle, and then it'll start moving. Yeah, there's the whistle cord. Doesn't actually work, but that would be some type of brake, because I know that's got to be the independent brake. And there's the water gauge. And that one. Steam gauge. I'm going to go on that locomotive now. Next 36 steam bloke. I'm totally mixed with that bloke, because I do know what some of the levers, because some of them say what they do. This is the brake, resting house brake valves. Now, don't know which is which. That could be the main, could be the independent brake, was the locomotive brake, and that could be carriage brakes, because this one's springs, so I think that's for carriages. Because anyways, when you're stopping those trains, you always notch the brake like this. And then put it all the way over that, I'll put the brake on. That's your throttle handle. And when you release the brake, put it all the way around. And you hold it like that to charge the brakes up. You keep it held to charge up air pressure. Then you pull the throttle. When you want to stop and slow down, you put it in notches. Or if you're stopping, you actually turn the brake handle slowly round, like you'd slowly turn it round. Later.
Right here.
And probably then you put in the brakes, and you might move the notch handle slowly, and then watch it stop. That's the cogs of the steam. I'm not sure exactly what it's for. There's the brake, the gauge to tell you what pressure you got in the steam. Same one for over there for the fireman's side. This is the 2012 when I come back with a little video. I'm actually at the Williamstown Museum, training museum. They've got an old Ericsson GPO system here, system switchboard. Now I'm guessing it's some type of Ericsson GPO. It's got the style of handsets. They have one of these also preserved at Eltham Station as a display piece. It'll probably be an Ericsson, because Ericsson did all the private systems and all that. That'll probably be an Ericsson thing. I'll also put this on the Twitter account and send a link to Andy and send him a picture of it. We'll get another angle, because the sun's shining on the thing, it's hardly an angle. We're in the video now. I'm in the signal box. Got lever colours. Black is manual points, blue and black are electric points. Bright blue is point locks, and red is signals. We got the point instrument. No, we call them block instruments. Telephone switchboard, the call signal boxes up. I've got a wooden switchboard like that, but not with hands. I think that mine was a Valo one originally. And you got these staff exchanger instruments. They still use them on the Bannister line today. In 2022, I'm aware of. Because when I went up there in 2020, they had them in use up there. And then I don't know what they are. There's old tickets there. Signs. You got these things. There's a switch panel for this. That's buttons, I believe. I'm not too sure how it works. I can't tell you. Button, and you got all this. What that does, that tells you what if the cinema gives permission to enter the line, they'll pull the switch and change it to line clear. Then train is a section you ding the dial twice, go ding ding, and then it'll set the train online. And then move on to the locos. This is a swing door, electric Tate car. There's two types, there's sliding door, swing door. This one has the old-fashioned British rail style screw coupling. Could be it's imported from England, I'm not too sure. Then you got the main reservoir and train pipe. I don't know which is which. It's not marked like the end cars have a mark. This is not marked. Then you have the electrical multi-unit connection cables where the multi-unit cable drops in, everything open. They got the multi-unit connections in there. Then they connect up to the multi-unit connections. The buffers. Now we do have swing door electric Tates, no, sliding doors that still run on network for tests. They use screw couplings. To couple a locomotive for modern day locomotive, you can't couple them up. You have a special carriage that converts the couplers to knuckle coupler use. There's very nice, there's the RVB horn up there. 1, 2, 3, 6. We had two E-Class locomotives. I think we had two types of E-Class locomotives from Victoria. Yeah, we had the electric and the steam one.
Very different.
There's no driver's seat in here.
Oh.
Actually, there's the driver's seat there.
I can't sit up there. I'll have a picture of that.
Now, I'm not a world record.
It's too dangerous to walk on because it slips.
I'm not a world record about locomotives.
I can't sit up there.
That's the throttle lever, the throttle up the steam.
I can't do the driver's seat. There's no way I can sit up there. I'm supposed to get up
there. That is the brake handle. What still moves.
Up here, do you say?
Yeah.
I can't. I'll take a picture of this.
You got the steam. Then you got the steam gauges there. No, brake gauge, I should say. There's the steam gauge.
Someone sat there.
That tells you what's in the boiler, and that tells you what's in the brake pressure tank outside underneath. There's the water gauge. That tells you the water level on both sides.
Is it what,
that's the brake.
What's this thing then?
That.
Yes.
That would have been tied to the whistle originally.
No, I'm sitting on there. I won't be able to get off.
I'm not an expert on steam, but I believe that's how it works. 150. I do have the model of this locomotive, but in V-Line MK1 livery. Now when I came here last, I went in the cabinet. There's not a week complaint. I'm going to open today. Got an A2 in front of it. Got an A2 there. I've seen one of them in service. Not in service, but running a special train. Then you got this locomotive. I'm not aware what it is yet. VClass. It's in the Met livery. I can tell that's got the Met symbol there. W behind it. Got a T-Class. Then an 08, imported 08 was labelled as F-Class. Some of my British fans who watch my channel know this is an imported 08 shunter. Was painted in the V-Line Mark 1 and labelled as F-Class. Now these were fitted with knuckle couplers for our use because they did have did have screw coupler models. There's a W locomotive, electric, diesel electric. The next you got an electric locomotive was used 1500 volts DC to run. Yep. Yeah. This one runs on electric. Has Buckeye and screw coupler style couplers, like British Rail had over there. No, it's not right. Guards van. The standard cup what we have all over Big Charlie, to be honest. Module has the guards van modelling, I'm not sure. There's an old Tachi motor car, 1H7M. I remember these used to go to Leadale in the early 2000s. Hope we got the Harris car open today. This carriage, I'm not sure what it is, some type of goods carriage. Next to it is B83. I've seen a B-Class before in service. Actually, like exactly the same model, but I'm in B74. I remember these trains in service, and just be in early 2000s. I remember these in early 2000s, definitely remember these in service. Bringing back some memories of Lions Leader. The old suburban map. And the old seats. I do remember these and going to Leader. That's what I do remember. That's the speaker. They got it on recording, which is a good thing. They're mocking the I remember riding them. I don't think they used to have them in the early 2000s. They did Victor in 2014. Gateway doors. See? And the gateway door open. Yeah. I'm filming some of them. Now I do remember these on Leader. These are on Leader. They were withdrawn in 2014. These were. These were withdrawn in 2014. I did that before. On the there's two of them here. They were built by Comenge. They sound like Comenge. They got the same air horn.
Still trains.
Yeah.
There's the Taylor's first take carriage introduced.
So the Hitachi doors. Now these doors were electric, the electric closing doors, and they were open manually when the train stopped. I do remember these running to Ludo. They can't see the cab's too hard. Now I do remember these back when they used to run to lead back and forth, like I mentioned in the video before. That's what I do remember, but I don't know if I think it was around 2005 to 2010. See, car carriage now because of the gangway doors open. No, we'll close this top. You can exit this way, they do have a staircase there. Now the windows actually move on the Itachis, they go up and down. I'm not going to close it like it's a bit stiff to do. I do remember these in service, I've never seen them. Shame I didn't film them that time they were in service, but she did film a comment on the lead line. Well, I've aired on YouTube already. Well, I'm going to go and find that black and white now. I don't know where. There we go. These British import locomotives. This is a British 08 shunter. It was relabeled as SEC2. Very nice diesel. That's one of the. I think I have two of these preserved in Newport. Some of them had knuckle couplers. Some had screw and knuckle couplers on them and buffers. Tell you big second locomotive. Might have had a crane being in here. No, go around there. No guards van, another one I made in 00 gauge in the kits. This one is not buffer equipped, this one is a knuckle couple operated. A class locomotive with knuckle and screw couple and buffer, that's common with these. I've seen a couple of different R classes running on the main line. Next Geelong loco depot thing there. R704. What? It is the same loco actually, the same one but different number. V-line Y class in the V-line Mark 1 livery. What's faded to be honest. They always fade, liveries do fade, I know that for sure. I have seen a V-line MK1Y before in operation. V-line Y127 was repainted in this livery. Well, Y127 is my only V-line locomotive I've seen running on the main on this livery. Put that next to it. Got an S-class over there in the V-line. I'm going to go over there and get some still pictures of this. Batteries for V-line Y161 was actually in service still today. I've actually saw it today, it's actually in the Newport workshop. I saw it when I was on the metro. I think it's out of service now, Y161, I was getting overhauled. Not sure what they're going to do with the wires on the withdraw the ends because they know that's what they're mainly using for. It's the refurbished one in the rear. And then the original asbestos Harris at the back. A lot of these trains were withdrawn from service in the 80s because they had asbestos. I believe Hitachi Metros had asbestos as well, but I'm not too sure. Someone please, if I'm wrong, please correct in the comments below. Because these had a blue asbestos. They don't allow public access into the train. They do it. The way they run the headlights in these, they're using batteries. Now, there's the only Harris I've seen. I'm not seeing any more because all of them were scrapped. No, they weren't scrapped. They were actually put in a lake, in a quarry, I think, and left there. What? There's asbestos trains and stuff. Now, having them displayed like this on display is not dangerous to people because asbestos does not come dangerous when it's on display. Because you believe, like if you drill into it, that's when it does come dangerous. If you leave it alone, it won't come dangerous. Now, I showed the other side. I believe we'll have the plaque saying what this. I believe this is a refurbished Paris.
I don't have the horns on there, and I can't find them. They don't have horns underneath.
They do have RVB.
I can't see them. I can see them on there. Not on the attachment, I can't, either. It's on the clock. There is a clock, and I'll read it.
Here's the controls. Yeah, refurbished Paris.
There's no horns on here. Read it, I know that, like, there's no horns on this, the comments,
Be first by comments.
I tried to find them. If you can find them,
there is H cars in service today by V-Line, but the V-Line ones are refurbished ones. They run with locos. In the sign hut in the place, whatever, with all the signs sold.
the pictures of the bullnoses. What this is.
I was coming in last weekend, but I never came because I didn't get a ticket to come in here.
Where's the end? Is it on there?
Yes. There's an N there. A, P, the L, the B, C, G, T, and then there's an S.
I think that was a ticket machine for the trains. It was a ticket machine for the car park, wasn't it?
No.
I don't remember those ticket machines, they're from the old days.
There'll be all the stations on it.
Strange, I don't remember them.
Let me do this back out. The only ticket machines on them was the Met cards and the markers. What they have in
Those cross ones for?
they go on the side of trains.
No, what are they for?
You hang them on the trains. It tells you whatever it's doing. They have different indications, different lines.
Bad rap.
I'm going to see the other things now. Now I remember these Met card machines in service around the network. Way you used to use when you get a ticket. You would select what you were doing on the thing. Like you select daily. The one day, I think that meant zone, all zones. I think they did all zones as well. Concession. You put the money in there. And your Met card would come out there. Your Met card would come out like that. You pull it out. They did do I remember these. I had them in Leader. I remember using them. Like you put the Met card in there, it would go in and come out, and you pull it out. Old N-Class, series Mark 1 N-Class, steam Nero one. Do have N-Class nowadays, but not steam hauled ones, diesel N-Class. Now what this thing's for, it's the staff exchanger. Some diesels had that. They were to hold the staff, and when you rushed past, you would grab the staff. Oh my god, the bed. Blankets. Like I mentioned, this is the throttle. I haven't got the valves, I'm not sure what it does. It's an oil burner, like I mentioned. Actually, let's see. Can you get this over? There the water goes in that, so they'll tell you the water level. Right in there. And there's the steam thing. There's the brake goes. The red one is main reservoir, the black one's train pipe. The big wheel is the handbrake, I think, or the reverse, I'm not too sure. Actually, no, there's the handbrake. Here's the handbrake, I'm not sure how it works. Look. That's the handbrake, you turn that to apply the brakes if you're pulling up here and you're parking up your thing. There's the tank to hold the oil. Oil and steam motors work, oil and burners and steam and coal burners. The only thing I've not looked up at is the VClass buffet car, we're going to do that now. This is the VClass Mark 1 buffet car. They still have buffet cars on the V-line hauled trains, but not as big as this. It's only about half a carriage. There's the door, it's locked at the moment. It's annoying, can't go in there, it's locked. Oh, there's no, there's the emergency communication cord. Oh, is it? You pull this, it'll put the emergency brakes on when you're running down the track.
You can hire just for one person coming in. Around it. When you're walking, it's bouncing the car.
No, it's not.
It is.
Gateways. Ah, look at this.
What?
You put, see this, you put this across. When you got no other train, you put that across.
Why would you want to come in here for your car? That would be a cool day. Would I even come here though?
I know. But I'm not seeing you. Yeah. Sydney and
You've got Max, Sean, Aidan. Only if they don't.
did V-Line have trains going to Sydney?
That's not stupid. I can't even see it on the video. I can't see it on the video. Didn't even see
didn't film
I didn't
it.
see the arm go down.